Y'all know how I get down. We talking boxing. It's going down. You know what I'm saying? So what's going on in boxing, man? Seems as if that Efe Ajagbe, heavyweight prospect Efe Ajagbe. A lot of us fight fans have been keeping our eyes on Efe up in the heavyweight division. A guy who came to this country and splashed into the sport of boxing. We know the video that went viral around the world when he had other fighters climbing out of the ring and walking to the back like, nah, man, not today. Not dealing with that today. That man literally had an opponent walk out the ring in the middle of a fight. You know what I'm saying? So Efe Ajagbe splashed into the boxing world and with viral videos like that. And, you know, people have been keeping their eye on Efe Ajagbe and seeing how he's going to develop and pan out. Well, news has just came out that Efe Ajagbe, who was down with the Premier Boxing Champions brand, well, it seems as if that he has hired as an advisor Mr. James Prince. Now, this particular move by him hiring Mr. James Prince, well, this pissed off his manager then at the time, Mr. Shelly Finkle. Shelly Finkle felt as though according to Ronnie Shields, that, you know, if he's going to hire James Prince to advise him, he must, you know, telling me that I'm not doing a good job. I don't need no one advising him against me. So this made Shelly Finkle feel some kind of way. Now, in tune, this had a domino effect all the way down to the trainer of Efe Ajagbe, Mr. Ronnie Shields. Mr. Ronnie Shields, per the Boxing Voice and per Fight Hype, well, listening to how he's talking in these interviews, it seemed like he had more of an allegiance to the manager Shelly Finkle than he had to Efe Ajagbe. Now, don't get it twisted. I mean, Ronnie Shields is running around here making it like it was a strictly business relationship. It was nothing more than that. He thinks that Efe Ajagbe has showed disloyalty by him shredding his contract with Shelly Finkle, saying that Shelly Finkle has done so much for him and done the right things for him. Now, I will admit, Shelly Finkle has done a good job of getting Efe Ajagbe exposure because he's been putting him on free television and, you know, the PBC brand being behind him and things like that. So he's been getting put on networks where he has been getting plenty of exposure. I mean, Efe Ajagbe amongst the hardcore boxing fans, well, we know him very, very well. You know what I'm saying? And it's thanks to the exposure that PBC had given him to let us know who he is. But now, by him going over there and taking that role with James Prince, and, you know, Shelly Finkle not happy about it. Ronnie Shields not happy about it. Well, he also went on over there and signed a deal with Top Rank as his promoter. And on top of that, hired a new coach in Kay Karoma. Now, Ronnie Shields stated in his interview that he basically fired Efe Ajagbe. Like, before Efe Ajagbe can even get it out of his mouth to let him know what's going on, Ronnie Shields says he hung the phone up. Ronnie Shields says he ain't had nothing to really say to Efe Ajagbe. Once Efe did that move with James Prince, that was pretty much all Ronnie Shields needed to pretty much sever their ties, it seems like, because it pissed off Shelly Finkle. Now that we see the aftermath of this, I'm going to be 100 with y'all fight fans. I think Efe Ajagbe made the right decision. Because anytime a trainer has more of an allegiance to a manager, you know what I mean, than they have to their own fighter, well, that speaks volumes. I'm from the old school, and I thoroughly believe that a trainer and a fighter's relationship is very, very special. I mean, there's a lot that goes into raising a fighter. I mean, it takes love, it takes dedication, it takes, you know, you may get phone calls in the middle of the night when that fighter's having jitters or he's having doubts or he's going through personal problems. You got to be that, you know, that figure, that mentor, if you will, to kind of get that fighter through a lot of different things. You almost got to be a second daddy, you know what I'm saying? So if I believe in and this is just me, if a trainer is not willing to give his fully all to a fighter like that, you know, and I know he may have a whole gym full of fighters, don't get me wrong, but I do believe that if these guys are you going to call your fighters, you have a specific obligation to be there for your fighters, you know what I'm saying? So not worrying about what manager he's signing with or what promotional outfit he's signing with or what network that he's signing with. I mean, that just lets me know that you're looking for other things on the back end also. And I never had to really speak like this about Ronnie Shields. The only time that Ronnie Shields has been in the news, and you know, for heavy stuff like this, is when he split with Jamel Charlo. And you know, it is what it is. But at the end of the day, you can't value your relationship with the manager or the promotional outfit or the networks or whoever over your fighter, man. You just can't do that. That just lets me know that Ronnie Shields doesn't want to sever a relationship with Shelly Finkle, who is a manager of many fighters, who probably funnel fighters towards Ronnie Shields' gym and things like that. It's a hookup type thing. And maybe Ronnie Shields don't want to mess that up. He don't want to bite the hand that feeds him. He says him and Shelly are really good friends, and they go way back. But still, I still believe that the obligation first is to the fighter. Now he's gone over there to Kay Karoma. You know what I mean? Kay Karoma is a coach for Shakur Stevenson, the guy who Jared Hurd went to try to, develop certain fundamentals and things like that. Kay Karoma is Coach K, is what they call him, is a really good coach. Earned his bones as an Olympic coach, coached a lot of good fighters that shows a lot of good fundamentals. A lot of his fighters always show fluidity, they show movement, they show good head movement, they show very good fundamentals. And one of the reasons that Efe Ajagbe could have chosen to go over there to Coach K, well, we know Efe. Efe is raw talent. It needs to be molded. It needs to be formed. It needs to be nurtured. You know what I'm saying? He needs to work on certain defensive tactics. He definitely needs help with head movement and some better footwork. You know what I mean? Now, I'm not expecting him to turn into Tyson Fury. No, that's not what I'm expecting. But when he gets into the ring, he's winning on sheer power, where he's stronger than the other guy, and he's not showing the sweet science in any to a high degree in the ring. Well, a coach like Kay Karoma, I think, can bring him those fundamentals and help him get there. We'll see, though. That's one thing about the fight game. A lot of these fighters, they go with different coaches anyway. They may have their main coach, but in their off time, of course, they may go to this gym, and pick up certain things. You see fighters like Chris Eubank Jr. do stuff like that all the time. This coach, that coach, this coach, that coach. A lot of fighters do that, You see Tank Davis was just down there with Buddy McGurk recently, you know what I mean? Like, they go to different coaches for different reasons. And Kay Karoma, hopefully he can instill certain fundamentals in Efe. And if Efe pick up a little bit of fundamentals, he's going to be a problem, man. Now that he's on the top rank side of things, well, what's up with Efe? Maybe they'll send him down the WBO route. I don't know if they keep him ranked where he is today, but he'll have possible fights with guys like Kubrat Pulev. I don't think he makes it to a Tyson Fury. I think Tyson Fury either would be out of the sport or just won't fight Efe at that point in his career if he's still hanging around the sport. I don't see Efe Ajagbe making it up to Tyson Fury to that level. I think Tyson will be gone, but he'll get the Kubrat Pulevs of the world and anybody else in between that they can throw in there. And there's a lot of good names on the top rank side, as far as on the contender level, that they could probably mix it up with Efe. Maybe get him on ESPN, get a lot more eyeballs on him, raise him as a premier heavyweight, and we'll see how it goes, man. But that's the move he chose to make. James Prince, man, Mr. Prince's boxing stable is getting deep, man. Mr. Prince, he trying to rival Al Heyman out here, though. He might be the new Al Heyman. Y'all better take a look on the low. Mr. Prince be signing up talent left and right, man, all day. But it is what it is. Like I said before, I think Efe probably made the right decision. Now that the real feelings of Ronnie Shields has came out, well, anytime a trainer's telling you the things that he said on that Boxing Voice interview, Efe Ajagbe, his wife, or whomever made this decision should be saying, we made the right call. Look how he's talking about us. Look how he feels about us. He hung the phone up on us. Does he care? According to Ronnie Shields, it's about loyalty. It is what it is, man. This is the fight game. Trainers and boxers always change all the time. I mean, even some situations where the trainer and the boxer do have a really good relationship, the boxer still may go to another trainer just to work on certain things, because certain trainers are just strong in certain skill sets. Maybe when I'm trying to learn, you're a great trainer, but when I'm trying to learn, this guy does a little bit better. But in this case, it ain't nothing like that. It's about, according to Ronnie Shields, disloyalty, and basically Efe Ajagbe feeling like he needs to do the best thing for his career. I think the trainer should stand behind the fighter and just worry about training him in the fight game and not worry about his business relationships all day. But it is what it is, man. I'm going to get up out of here. Y'all have a good and blessed day. We'll keep our eyes open for Efe Ajagbe, now fighting on the top-ranked ESPN side, now rocking with Mr. J. Prince. We'll see if this works out good for his career, and we will keep our eyes on Efe, you know what I mean, all day. Much love to the fam, man. Much love to everybody over in Mainman Mademan's Boxing Forum on Facebook. Much love to everybody that comes on show support for the homie. Thumbs up on the way out if you did not hit it on the way in. You know what I'm saying? Much love to everybody on Twitter, Mademan511, Facebook, Mainman Mademan Boxing Forum, Instagram, Mainman Mademan. We'll see how this work out, man. Ronnie Shields, man, get out your bag, bro. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't be that way, man. For real, man. Stay at that man business, man. Just worry about teaching him the fundamentals. But anyway, good decision.